Joining us now, we have the editor of Time magazine, Nancy Gibbs. She's here to reveal the new cover story, Freedom Fight, the latest chapter in America's culture wars. And Nancy says that this is how nimble Time is in terms of keeping up with the news. They changed this cover at the very last minute.
Well, we watched Mike Pence's press conference, and watching how quickly he had to readjust to the firestorm. And for a debate that is as old as the Mayflower, to be moving as quickly as this and having so many politicians having to adjust so suddenly really does tell you how much the ground has shifted on this question. Religious freedom was not a controversial topic. That's why these laws have been around. But when it was about the right of Jehovah's Witnesses not to stand during the Pledge of Allegiance, or the right to wear a beard or a veil if you're Muslim, this was not a controversial issue. This is something about which there was a broad consensus. And what has concerned people who are champions of religious freedom is that if that consensus is now tainted with the idea that no, this is about the right to discriminate, then that consensus, which is a vital American principle, starts to erode. So we really wanted to get into that tension.
I want Jonathan Capehart to jump in just a second, but you have a couple of pieces in here. One of them asks the questions, are these laws necessary? And part of the case made for that question by this reporter, Rod Dreher, is this: traditional Christians find themselves under siege. The law does not guarantee a license to discriminate against gays and lesbians. Rather, it simply raises the bar for proving illegal discrimination in religion-related disputes a bit higher. All it does is grant believers the chance to make their case. A country in which gay rights is enjoying landslide approval is a country that can afford to give a modicum of protection, a day in court, to religious dissenters from popular sentiment. Isn't that a fair argument?
The argument that he makes is that traditional believers in the Christian, Muslim, Jewish believe that sexual expression has a moral meaning, and which is where their views on gay marriage may come from. And their point is, you may think that they're wrong, but the Constitution protects their right to be wrong. And that protection of unpopular views is a vital American principle. So what happens when their right to be wrong, if that's the way you see it, runs into the rights of other people to not be subject to discrimination? Would this allow someone to say, I can fire a gay employee, I can deny a pediatrician who says, I refuse to treat the child of a gay couple? Where are these lines drawn? And that's the debate where it's moving so quickly. And I think it is all, of course, in the context of the fact that the Supreme Court has essentially settled the question about gay marriage. And so this is the next war. This is the after the altar. Where's the battleground?